Today, for our children's sermon, I want to talk to you about one of our special things that we always have during the season of Advent. It is our Advent Wreath. And we've moved it to a slightly different place than we usually have it so that everybody will be able to see it during these times when we're meeting online. Now, the Advent Wreath is a really kind of a neat thing to have during Advent, but really, it's kind of a thing to help us remember what time it is. And each candle symbolizes a different week during the season of Advent, so it kind of reminds us what time it is. Sometimes that's kind of important. I don't know how it's been for you, but lately, when the time changed and it became really dark really early, I started to wonder, what time is it? It would get really dark and I would feel like, oh my gosh, I think it's getting time to go to bed. And I realized it wasn't even time for supper yet because it was so dark outside. So sometimes we need things to remind us of what time it is. But honestly, I've got clocks, I've got my phone, I've got a calendar, and I know what time it is. One of the reasons, though, that we have a reminder of the time is to remind us that no matter what time it is, God is with us. God is working with us even when we don't realize it. That's one of the big themes during the season of Advent. Long ago, when people were waiting for Jesus, a lot of people said, you know, we're not sure God is still here. We're not sure God remembers us. We wonder if God will ever come into our lives again. And what people came to understand and realize was that even before Jesus got there, God was still there with them. God was still working with them, even when they didn't realize it, even when they didn't know it. And that's one of the things that we're supposed to remember during Advent as well, is that even if it doesn't seem like God is around us, even if it doesn't always feel like God is around us, God is always there with us at all times and in all places. And sometimes having a special symbol like that reminds us of that important lesson. Thank you very much for listening.